let's welcome your host, Henry Kelly.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, and another very warm welcome to you on Going for Goal. A very important week, so from all of us here on the programme and all the contestants and the studio audiences that have been with us, I know they'll join me in wishing you all a very happy Christmas wherever in Europe you're watching us. And of course, this is the last day of the first week of our semi-finals. Already, we have 3 people through to our final next year. They represent Scotland. Richard Leslie, he was our first winner. Then Daphne Hudson from England. And yesterday, on behalf of Austria, Peter Schmidtbauer. So today, we are just looking for one more contestant to go through to that final, and the eventual prize and the title, there's the prize.
Fly with us to Korea and discover its unique charms. During your 2-week visit, you'll be able to savour the delights and pleasures of this spectacular country and its people. Tension will be mounting as top athletes from all over the world take part in the 1988 Olympic Games. Share the excitement and witness world record achievements as the athletes compete against each other to win the coveted gold medal. Being the European quiz champion, you can sit back and watch the rest of the world going for gold.
Yes. You certainly can. Well, today, for the last time before our Christmas break, we have some contestants going for gold. As I said to you, of course, we have 3 people already into that final. We have now 7 contestants left for today. From those 7, we just want 1 more. But we'll play the game in its normal way. Now, a couple of our contestants, well, 3 of them, in fact, have hardly managed to get a word in at all this week, such as the ferocity of the competition. I want to say hello to them, in case you'd all say, he left them go back. He left Pia Ohlsson, the lovely Pia Ohlsson, go back to Sweden. He never even said hello. Pia, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What do you think has happened this week so far, Pia?
I'm not fast enough.
You're not fast enough?
Very good, the other ones who've won.
Yes, they are very good indeed. They've been very quick and they've been right. And Jeanette McConnell from Northern Ireland. Jeanette, a couple of correct answers, or nearly correct ones early on, but you haven't made any progress.
No, I think I'm going backwards.
What, Jeanette?
I think I'm going backwards.
Gosh, what will happen when you get back there? What will they say?
I don't know.
Never mind, Jeanette. Are you still enjoying the idea of the game and being with all the contestants?
It's been
good,
a good
Jeanette.
experience.
And Helen Keatley from Wales. Where are you, Helen? Helen, you were like lightning when you were in earlier rounds.
Yes, well, never mind. It's been great anyway.
Good, okay. Well, as Pia said, it gets harder the further you go.
Yes, it does.
Okay, well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll start immediately without further ado to see our first 4 contestants to get through to the first round proper today on what is, let me remind you, the last day of our semi-finals. Today we've got 1 more winner and we'll have our 4 into that final. Hands on the buzzers again, please. What is my name? I'm an athletic track event included in the Northern Ireland.
10,000 metres.
Is not the correct answer, Northern Ireland. The rest of the question for the rest of the contestants. In the Olympics, over 110 metres and 400 metres, England.
The hurdles.
The hurdles is correct. Oh, Pete is pleased with himself. Right, okay. 1 into that next round, 3 to go. What is my name? I am the most famous of the Gothic cathedrals of the Middle Ages. Distinguished by size, England.
Chartres.
Is not the correct answer. The rest of the Sweden.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is correct. Well done, Pia. Okay. So, Pia Ohlsson and Pete are through. 2 more from our final 2, 4, 5 contestants. Hands on those buzzers. What is my name? I'm an American film made in 1979. My plot concerns a divorced advertising executive who gets Northern Ireland.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer is correct, Northern Ireland. Very well done indeed. Okay. And so we just need 1 more to go through to that first round proper today from England, Norway, Wales and Denmark. Hands on the buzzers. Here we go for this last question. What is my name? I am a fortified wine from the province of Jeanette, Wales.
Port.
Is not the correct answer, Wales, I'm afraid. England.
Sherry.
Sherry is the correct answer. That's the one we were looking for. Goodbye to Bob, goodbye to Helen, goodbye to Einar. Happy Christmas to you all. Thank you for being with us and Going for Gold. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Bye-bye. Okay? Yes, well done. Well done. All right, as I say, I've got those 4 contestants into today's first round proper. Some of them are new ones. Let's go and meet them. And so there are our 4 contestants into today's first round proper. And of course, it's our last chance for one of our semi-finalists to go through to the final next year. So there's Sue, Jeanette, Pia and Pete. You know the rules. It's a hands on the buzzers round. You need 6 points to go into that next round. The first 3 of you to score 6 will so do. Questions in categories worth 1, 2 or 3 points depending on how you select. Everybody ready? General knowledge for 1 point. Here we go. What do we call a period of 10 years? Pete?
A decade.
A decade is correct for 1 point. Pete, the category is politics. Select.
2, please.
It's the president of Egypt from Pete.
Anwar Sadat.
Anwar el-Sadat is the correct answer indeed. President of Egypt from 1970 to 1981. Pete, you are on 3 points already. The category is animals. Select.
2 again, please, Henry.
2. The buck is the male. Pete?
The red... no, it's gone.
Is the male rabbit. What is the female? I was going to... You're too late. We've run out of time, folks. Back to general knowledge for 1 point. Which continent is the natural home of the giraffe? Pia.
Africa.
Is the correct answer, Pia, for 1 point. You're off the mark. And Pia, the category is inventions. Select.
2.
A 2-point question on inventions. J.E. Lundström of Sweden patented the safety what in 1850? Pete.
Lamp.
No, that's not the correct answer. Sue.
Bicycle tire.
No, that's not the correct answer either. We've given 2 goes of it. Oh, Pia, you're going to kick yourself. He was a Swede, wasn't he? He invented the safety match. Oh, right. 3 for Pete, 1 for Pia. No score yet for Jeanette and Sue. General knowledge for 1 point. Which American singer won an Oscar for his role in From Here to Eternity? Pete.
Frank Sinatra.
He certainly did, for 1 more point. The category is festival days. Select, Pete.
I'll take a big gamble and go for a 1, please.
A big gamble and go for a 1. Is he pulling my leg, I asked. In which month of 1987 do you get Independence Day in Pete?
July.
Pardon?
July.
July is the correct answer. And Bastille Day in France. All right, Pete. The category is cities. Select.
Another big 1, please.
Another big 1. All right. What's the capital of Tunisia? Pete.
No idea.
What is the capital of Tunisia? We've run out of time. The answer I was looking for is Tunis. Hands on the buzzers for 1 point, general knowledge again. In which Icelandic city did Pete?
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik is the correct answer. You've got the 6 points. And the question was that President Reagan and Premier Gorbachev held a summit in 1986, and it was Reykjavik. All right, look at those scores. Ladies, Pia, you're on 1, and Jeanette and Sue yet to score. We go to a general knowledge question for 1 point. Which organ of the body is subject to the disease hepatitis? Jeanette.
Liver.
The liver is the correct answer. You're off the mark with 1. Jeanette, the category is music. Select.
1, please.
A 1-point question on music. It's softly, softly today. In music, how many full notes are there in an octave? Pia.
8.
Is the correct answer, Pia. Takes you to 2. The category, Pia, is space flight. Select.
1.
A 1-point question on space flight. Pia says, oh. The first woman to orbit the Earth. Jeanette.
Ludmilla. No, Kresheva?
No, that is not the answer I'm looking for. We've run out of time. I was going to give you her name and tell you that she was Valentina Vladimirovna Tereshkova, and then, mysteriously, I was going to ask you what nationality she was. Well, in fact, of course, she was Russian. All right, hands on those buzzers again, ladies. We'll go back to general knowledge for 1 point. What is 49 divided by 7? Sue?
7.
7 is the correct answer. Well, you've got to think. You've got to think. All right, the category is religion, Sue. Select.
3, please.
A 3-point question on religion. The Bhagavad Gita is one of the... Pia.
It's Hindu.
It's Hindu is the correct answer, yes. You're not quite... Hindu or Hinduism is perfectly correct, Pia, for 3 points. Takes you to 5. The category is water. Select.
1.
A 1-point question will give you a win. What do Scottish people call a lake? Jeanette.
Loch.
A loch is the correct answer. For 1 point. Takes you to 2. Jeanette, the category is private detectives. Select.
1 again.
A 1-point question on private detectives. Who created the private detective Philip Marlowe? Pia.
Raymond Chandler.
Raymond Chandler did. Your 6 points. You're in the next round. Very well done indeed, Pia. So, Pia Ohlsson from Sweden goes through to that 4-in-a-row round, and it's left to Jeanette on 2 and Sue on 1 to find out who will join the other 2 contestants. General knowledge for 1 point, hands on the buzzers. With which country's social and economic policy do we associate glasnost? Jeanette.
Russia.
Russia is the correct answer. Takes you to 3. Takes you to 3, Jeanette. The category is languages. Select.
Try 2,
A
please.
2-point question on languages. Hindi and which other language? Jeanette.
Sanskrit. No, it's not. Sorry.
Your time is up. You can have the rest of the questions, Sue. On which other language are the 2 official languages of India?
Gujarati.
No, the answer was very simple, ladies. English is the answer I was looking for, the official languages of India. General knowledge for 1 point, hands in the buzzers. What's the name for the Japanese art of folding... Sue.
Origami.
Origami, folding paper. That's correct. Takes you to 2. All right, this is ding dong. 3 for Northern Ireland, 2 for England. The category is sound. Select.
2, please.
A 2-point question on sound. Woofers and tweeters. Sue.
Loudspeakers.
Loudspeaker is correct. Takes you to 5. Takes you to 5. All right. The category is plants. Select. Sue.
2, please.
A 2-point question. You're on 4. Jeanette is on 3. A 2-point question would give you a win. Which tree with poisonous leaves... Jeanette.
Laurel.
Is not the correct answer. Sue, you have the question to yourself. Was formerly used for making bows.
The U.
The U is correct. You've got the 6 points you needed, and you're into the next round. Sue, very well played. Oh, my goodness, that was a head-to-head struggle there. It means that at last we have to say goodbye, but we wish you a very happy Christmas. You were a great contestant, Jeanette. You did get 1 win, a long way away. Jeanette McConnell from Northern Ireland. All right, Jeanette. Thank you, love. Bless you. You know, I've got to tell you something before Jeanette McConnell goes. Jeanette McConnell was that sporting contestant who, when she beat another lady in the final one day, as she had already won a final herself as well, she gave her defeated opponent one of her going for gold mementos. That was a lovely thing to do, Jeanette, and thank you very much indeed. Right, contestants, and here we go with your solo round. The 4-in-a-row round is just you against the clock, and we need 2 winners to go into our last final for this year on Going for Gold. All right, Pete, you are the first into this round. There are the categories for you. Industry, the 1920s, India, and capital cities. Pete, select, please.
Don't fancy any, but I'll go for capital cities.
You'll go for capital cities. All right, Pete, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round? Pete, you don't fancy any of the categories today or yesterday or on the first day of the week. What category would you like me to have given you?
The history of Arsenal, please.
The history of Arsenal. Right, OK. And you could do 3 months on that. All right, Pete, never mind. You've got it here again today. You're a beaten finalist already this week. Maybe you can go into that final today. Pete, are you ready to play 4 in a row? All right. Just about. We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you. OK, and it's on capital cities, isn't it, Pete?
It is.
You've chosen capital cities. You remember what you have to do. You have 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row or be credited with your highest score. Pete, on capital cities, your time starts now. Which capital city is served by the Orly and Charles de Gaulle airports?
Paris.
Correct. Of which African nation is Addis Ababa the capital and largest city?
Ethiopia.
Correct. Valletta is the capital of which group
Malta.
of islands? Correct. Suva is the capital of which Pacific country?
Hawaii.
No, Fiji. Damascus is the capital of which Arab country?
Syria.
Correct. Name the capital city located on the Tiber River, 24 kilometres
Rome.
inland from the... Correct. Colombo is the capital of which Asian country?
Colombo.
Colombo. It's the capital...
No.
No, Sri Lanka I was looking for. Located at the navigational head of the Potomac River between
idea.
Maryland...
No idea.
Right, Washington. Of which Asian country is Kathmandu the capital?
No idea.
Nepal. Name this European city located at the head of the Islamar, an inlet of the North Sea?
No.
Oh, hard luck, you've run out of your time. It was Amsterdam. Pete, hard luck. Oh, don't shoot yourself completely. You didn't score 4 in a row, but 3 was very good, Pete. Well played. Right, from Sweden, Pia Ohlsson, you can select. From India, the 1920s, or industry. Pia, select, please.
It's 3 evil things, and I have to take the least evil, which is industry.
Industry is the least evil. Pia, will you come and join me here, please, for your head-to-head round? You know that you've got to score 4 in a row. You ready to play, Pia? All right, we'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you. You'll have the 40 seconds on industry to score correctly 4 in a row or take your highest score. Pia, ready? Your time starts now. In Italy, which city produces about 4/5 of the nation's automobiles?
Milano.
No, Turin. After iron, the world produces most of which metal?
No idea.
Aluminium. Which industry did the Iranian leader Mossadegh nationalise in 1951?
The oil industry.
Correct. Which body established in 1946 has sought to set limits on the world's whale catch?
No idea.
The International Whaling Commission. What sort of mining began on the Klondike in 1896?
Gold mining.
Correct. Which single car accounted for about 1/2 of the world's total production in the 19 years of its existence?
Ford.
I need a bit more information.
Well, the first Ford there was.
The first
I
Ford
don't
there
know.
was? You don't know, I'm sorry. It was the Model T I was looking for. The first mass production of what substance was made possible by the Bessemer? Oh, Pia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was hard luck. We have to have what's on the card, Pia. You didn't manage to score 3 in a row. You just got off the mark with 1. Thank you, Pia. Right, Sue Baalham from England. That leaves you with either the 1920s or India.
The 1920s.
The 1920s, the roaring 20s. Sue, will you come and join me here, please, for your head-to-head round? Do you know, did you realise what happened in the Beat the Buzzer round?
No.
I inadvertently credited you with an extra mark, but the computer came in like a ton of bricks and put you back where you had to be. And anyway, it would have made no difference to the score. Sue, are you ready to play 4 in a row?
I'm ready.
OK, we'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you. On the 1920s, you'll have all that 40 seconds to score correctly 4 in a row. If you do, you're in the final. If you score 3, you're in the final. If you even score 2, you're in the final. And 1 would see you in a tiebreaker with Pia. Sue, your time starts now. Which Soviet leader died of a stroke on January the 21st, 1924?
Stalin.
No, Lenin. In which direction did the fashionable woman's hemline move in both 1925 and 1927?
Upwards.
Correct, short skirts. The value of the currency of which European country fell from 162 to the dollar in 1922 to thousands of millions to the dollar in 1923?
The mark. German mark.
It's correct. Which Italian-American romantic hero of the screen died suddenly in 1926?
Valentino.
Correct. In May 1926, which event brought transport, building, printing and other industrial activities to a halt in Britain?
General strike.
Correct. Which toes in... Oh, you've got the 4, Sue. Well done. You did it so gently and so correctly, Sue. Well played. That's your 4 in a row. OK, back you go, Sue. Well played. Which means that if we look at the scores, we'll see that at last we have to say goodbye. Thanks for being with us and Going for Gold. You've been a super contestant. To Pia Ohlsson from Sweden. Pia, thank you for being with us. OK, and I'm now going to ask a lady from England, a gentleman from England, to see, well, there'll be another English contestant in that final, but will it be Pete Beaumont or Sue Baalham? Let's find out in today's head-to-head final. Come on. Right, today's final, the competition has been so intense, we've got to get straight onto it. You need 9 points to win the game. It's between a lady from England, a gentleman from England. Sue Baalham, you are the first into the round. The first decision is yours. The first subject, cultures. There's a clue for you watching at home on cultures. Sue, play or pass?
I'll pass, please.
You will pass cultures over to Pete Beaumont from England. Pete, on cultures, your time starts now. I'm a member of the Polynesian group of people who, by legend, arrived at our present abode on a great fleet from the mythical land of Hawaii in the 14th century. Today, my people have made the transition from hunters and gatherers to full participants in a modern developed economy, which is part of the British Commonwealth. We make up 9% of the population of New Zealand, so I am what, Pete?
A Maori.
A Maori is the correct answer in the 2 zone. OK. That means, Sue, you're playing catch-up. The subject is geography. The clue on the screen for you watching at home, Sue, geography. Play or pass?
I'll pass, please.
You will pass geography over to you, Pete. That means that you have control of the game and your time starts now. I'm an island of approximately 4,500 square kilometres, once inhabited by Indians until settled by Europeans. My northern peninsula terminates in Orion Point, and the counties of Suffolk and Queens are included in my territory. I'm separated, Sue.
Australia.
Is not the correct answer, which means that, Pete, you have control of the game and time continues now. Separated from Connecticut by a sound that bears my name. An important early engagement in the American Revolution was named after me, and at my western end is Brooklyn, one of the boroughs of New York. Sue.
Manhattan Island.
Is not the correct answer, which means that, Pete, you have control of the game and time continues now. New York City, I am.
Long Island.
Long Island is the correct answer, answered in that 1 zone. Takes you to 3. OK, takes you up to 3, which means, once again, Sue, you're playing catch-up. The subject is sport. There's a clue for you watching at home on your screen. On sport, Sue, will you play or pass?
I think I better play.
You better play. All right. All right. On sport, your time starts now. I am an athletic event which was first introduced to the Olympic Games in 1912. Competitors are awarded points for their performance. Sue.
Decathlon.
Decathlon is the correct answer in the 4 zone. Oh, my goodness me. Takes you to 4, which means, Pete, you are playing catch-up. The subject is food. There's a clue for you watching at home on your screens. You're on 3. Sue is on 4. Player pass, Pete.
I'll play.
You will play on food and your time starts now. I am a large fruit, sometimes growing up to 8 kegs in weight and coming in a variety of shapes and colour. Although commonly I am globular in shape and orange in colour with a smooth but usually ribbed rind, in Europe I'm used as a vegetable, but in North America I'm served as a... Sue.
Pumpkin.
A pumpkin is the correct answer, just as the buzzer went. Well done. Answered in the 3 zone. Takes you to 7, which means that, again, Pete, you are playing catch-up. The subject is politics. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On politics, Pete, player pass.
I think I'd better play.
You better play on politics and your time starts now. I was born in Athens in 1925 and graduated as a student from the Drama School of the National Theatre of Greece. My first major role was in a Eugene O'Neill play, but I achieved greater fame for my portrayal of a prostitute in the film Never... Sue.
Melina Mercouri.
Melina Mercouri is the correct answer in the 3 zone. You've gone up to 10 and you've won. Sue, congratulations. It means that you're into the final. And to the fact that you've already won a bronze and a silver going for goal memento, we're going to add a gold one, Sue, and you'll be in the final next year. Sue Baalham from England, congratulations and well played, love. Okay? Okay? Pete, very hard luck. You kept getting in here and you didn't quite make it. Pete Beaumont from England, he deserves a round of applause too for being a good sport. Well done, Pete. Okay. All right. As we say Happy Christmas to you and tell you that we'll see you next year already into our finalists, let me remind you, Richard Leslie from Scotland, Daphne Hudson from England, Pete Schmidtbauer from Austria, and today, Sue Baalham from England. From all of us in Going for Gold, see you next year and a happy Christmas. Bye-bye. Okay. Well done.
Takeshi's Castle is coming up at 10 tonight on Challenge, a double bill of fun from the land of the rising sun, where endurance is the name of the game. And later at 11, Guinness World Records smashed.